Hello, I'm Freelander. Hello, I'm Freelander. Welcome to the game Trove. Today we are taking a look at the markets and potentially the Max Payne scenario. So, if that sounds good to you, let's get going. Let's get to it. Uh, we are also taking a look at Army of Fortune Gem, um, because I did a live stream yesterday on Army of Fortune Metaverse, and Uh, uh, the YouTube kicked me off before I could finish what I was going to say about it. So we'll end there. We're going to talk about the markets. This is the weekly chart on Bitcoin. It kind of tells it's in the driver's seat right now. It's telling the story better than any other chart. So this is the 2020. This is the crash in 2020, and then we were just going up from there. Bitcoin halving. Let's see. Yeah, Bitcoin halving would be right about here. Yeah, it went down a little bit after the halving. And then just so yeah, the weekly's been pretty strong for a while. So we bounced off of that uh box. These boxes represent where a lot of buy and sell orders are placed in the market. So we bounced off of that. Nice, good run up here. Fun fact, I first started looking at Bitcoin's price action right in here. So actually, right in here. And I just saw it going up and up and up. So I was like, I don't know when it's gonna stop, so I'm not getting in. So I saw this consolidation here, thought about getting in, didn't. And then we had, of course, the top in early 2021. I'm getting to today's markets, but history is important. So I got in actually right here. I was a little nervous. I actually bought right here. Um, I bought some other cryptos when we were on the way up here, and I was like nervous that they were gonna leave without me again. And we went up here, and of course, I thought we were going to 100,000. Um, so I thought this was going to be kind of a fractal of this area. It looked very similar on different time frames. Like this was I just thought this was a bigger consolidation than this. And so I thought we were going to do another one of these runs up to 100,000. So that's why I didn't exit. And this was a very painful bear market for me. Anyway, so we had some serious areas of value there. Came down, FTX, the final blow was here. Interestingly, Goldman Sachs entered here, by the way, entered ETH here. And BlackRock entered Bitcoin here. Okay, very key to what I'm about to say about why what the Max Payne scenario might be. Okay, so BlackRock enters here. I am certain that at least personally, their staff bought Bitcoin down here, and their staff probably have a lot of money. Moving on. So you're so we came up, we hit this, didn't really bounce off it all that much, but we did bounce off this one pretty good right here. Then it took a week, and then we're up here. This liquidated the shorts that were hoping for lower prices. And once liquidations happen, the market gets more funding to either go up or down. Okay, so it's not like, oh, shorts are liquidated, it's going up. It's no, now the people that liquidated them have more money to do what they want to with it. Kind of interesting. And then probably the same people that liquidated the longs here liquidated the shorts here. This is just how markets work. News plays a factor, but it's more just an accelerant, is what I've heard. And the people manipulating stuff kind of know know a lot about the events that are coming up. There are true black swan events like COVID-19. I mean, some people saw it coming a little bit earlier than others, but yeah, there are true uh, true true black swans that nobody sees coming, and those will crash the markets, regardless of who the players are. Anyway, so we are above this liquidity, so that basically means that everybody's buying right now. Like everybody, not everybody, but everybody that's looking at Bitcoin is like, yeah, it's the price being up here means that the majority of Bitcoin holders are in profit. So people that made money back here still put, because when somebody loses money, other people make money. So the people that made money back here still haven't put all that money back in Bitcoin yet. Just fun fact. But anyway, my point is that people are pushing the price up. People aren't really trying to push the price back down at this point. It could break down from here. Entirely possible. Unlikely. But it could. It could go to 48. It could go back down to this consolidation here. I don't think so. Maybe a bounce off 46. But anyway, what happens short term here? I don't see us going back down to here right now. But Max Payne's scenario. Come on. Okay. Max Payne's scenario. Here's my thought. We rally up either right after the halving or before the halving to all-time high. Okay. People are expecting that. People are starting to allocate towards that. There's a lot of ETF inflows and everything. We rally up here. We take out this liquidity. Everybody goes long. Everybody dumps all the money they possibly can in. When that happens, there is a distinct possibility that BlackRock and Goldman Sachs decide, with other accounts, with personal accounts, with contacts and stuff, dump the price back down to here. They liquidate all the shorts, they get some money. Boom. That's crazy. That's 50% drawdown. We're dealing with bigger players here. The reason why I have this on, by the way, there is a box here, but that's not the reason I have it on. Not there. So, and it's not just about people dumping. This would be a black swan event, a market. This would be a catastrophic black swan event in the markets in general, not necessarily Bitcoin specifically, because then Goldman Sachs, the ETF issuers would look like idiots. They don't want to look like idiots. They're not going to price manipulate down here just to look like idiots, right? They have enemies, so their enemies could do it. But if we go up here and they use the excuse of a U.S. recession. Okay, we've been in a recession, a rolling recession for a couple of years now. The thing of it is the biggest companies don't care. They are still making more money. All the smaller companies can't afford it and are struggling. But since we technically have more GDP, growing GDP, because of the 7 biggest companies in the world, mostly tech companies, the markets don't care. They don't think we're in a recession because of that, while everybody else is getting crushed. So the two sectors that are doing good right now are tech, which is good for crypto, and the government, because they can just print money and add jobs, just the way it works. And so I've heard by several financial analysts that the government right now is purposefully breaking the private sector. Conspiracy theories aside, conspiracy theories aside, now let me tell you about market manipulation. But that I'm not saying that is going to happen. I don't think nuking back down to here is extremely likely at this point. Not unless something major goes wrong again. A Bitcoin civil war could do it. Over BlackRock fighting with the devs or something. A Bitcoin civil war could nuke us down to here. What else could nuke us down to here? A global massive recession, Great Depression style, like everybody loses. We could go back down to here. If everybody loses their job, they need to start selling crypto to pay the bills because they're already in debt. Things can get ugly. A banking crisis, while it might, in theory, help Bitcoin, it also might nuke Bitcoin back down because everybody's, because of panic, flight to cash, like a massive bank run on just about everything. I don't know what the reason is, but that would be my max pain scenario. Because if we go back down now, bears are just going to go, oh, good. I was right to hold on to my cash. I was right to DCA. I am so smart. I'm going to buy right here, and we go to the moon. I'm not sure they're going to get that chance. My thought is if we are going back down, we're going to get to all-time high first, and then nuke down. And that would be truly max pain. Bounce off the middle of this huge range, lower huge range, and then go up. The institutions all buy down here after everybody else is wrecked, and then we go up. Because if we nuke from here to here, everybody's gonna think 9K, right? They're gonna think 12 to 9K, in here. Is that why they say 14K? Yeah, that was the 2019. Anyway, so that's my thoughts on that. Army of Fortune, thank you for being patient. Army of Fortune gem. But my base case is we just keep rising. We just steadily truck up with minor pullbacks, maybe a 30% correction at some point. I don't think we're actually going back down to 28K. But I just want to be aware of all the possibilities. Up, down, or sideways, as they say. No, I've been looking at the markets multiple times a day, like studying different markets and stuff for 4 years now. So not a 20-year man, but I've got a little experience and a lot more experience than I had at the top of the last crypto bull run. I don't have much income personally, so wasn't able to capitalize on a lot of the opportunities I saw, unfortunately. But this bull run is still going to treat me quite nicely. So this was loaded. Couple of things. I hardly ever sell at a loss. USD wise, I'm thinking about switching that to ETH or Bitcoin as my base. Like, don't sell at a loss. And use a protocol called Bumper. Bumper CEO, big news. Bumper CEO is scheduled to be on my channel on Monday night, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So excited. I want the month, please, and thank you. So this has been out for less than a month. And actually, we'll go back to the Bitcoin chart, or the ETH chart here in a minute, for what bumper would be. Actually, let's do that now. Sorry, you're going to have to wait just 1 more minute. It has to do with Army of Fortune, though, because I was saving capital to deploy for demigods in Army of Fortune. So bear with me here. I am upgrading my computer soon. So, all right, so that's the monthly. What do I need? I need the week, maybe? No, daily is gonna. Okay, so it was December, about in here, and I'm like, I want to have at least the same amount of ETH come the end of January, because I want to be able to purchase Army of Fortune gem and coin so that I can purchase a demigod if I can't get them in game. So that I could try to get them in game or purchase them off market. So just in case we are crashing here, which I thought might be likely, I bumpered my ETH for a month. So I wish I had bumpered it for a week and a week again. What do I mean by bumper? It means you can protect it at a certain floor price for a certain amount of time. So 99% seems to be working really well for people, because so how mine went, it went from here to here. I paid a little bit in fees, and I basically had the same. I was a little bit in profit on my position, like as far as U.S. dollars amount goes. I was ETH was more it was better, was a better buy, or was a better price when I exited my month-long position, and my capital was safe, so I was able to deploy it where I wanted to deploy it. But at the same time, if the ATF news had propelled us just instantly up, just kept us going up here, then it would have been really, really good to use to hold the ETH rather than USDT. Now, if I had bumpered it for a week right here, and we came down to here, that's a good 10% drop. If I had bumpered it at the 99% level, I would have paid 0.1% in fees on average, depending on your position size. I paid a little more, but say I paid 2% on my fees, 1% protected, so I'm down 3%, but I can buy the ETH 7% lower than that. So I have 7% more ETH because I bumpered it back here, or back here, a week long. Now, then I could have bumpered it again to here. Okay, I paid the trading fee, but I have a lot more US dollar amount. Bumpered it again here. Let's see. If I had managed to bumper it at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So now I've made, let's go to the middle of that candle. So now I've made, about 10% again. Okay. So let's say 7% again. And now, so now I have, because it buys back, so I have the USDT up here. So now I buy the ETH back. Made a 7%, have 7% more ETH. Bumper it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so middle of that candle. So see, we're just getting 10% gains here, or 7% gains consistently over this time period. And then if I bumper it again, I'm paying some trading fees on the way up, like it. Yeah, but at least I know I have that much ETH. All right, sorry if it's lagging. Getting on to Army of Fortune, and then I got to get going. So hopefully this is all interesting, entertaining, and all the rest. Okay, upgrading my PC so that we don't have as many issues. Okay, so Army of Fortune gem. I was just talking about market cap, and so so supply, fully diluted 95. Let's say that goes down to let's say half the tokens get in circulation. Oh, sorry, have to remember my numbers here. So let's say let's say the diluted market cap at the peak of the bull run, so 8 to 18 months from now, is half the tokens are in circulation. So 45, we're going on a base of $45 million market cap. Okay, not fully diluted, but $45 million market cap in today's prices. Okay, price of the coin. Hopefully that makes sense. So we're treating the fully diluted as the diluted at the peak of the bull market. So not fully diluted, but that. So today, peak diluted would be 45 million. Now so I'm expecting this to get between a $2 billion market cap and a $20 billion market cap. Okay, based on Game Studio valuations, because this is for the whole Army of Fortune metaverse. So they're going to come out with more. They're coming out with a second game here in a little while, improving the first one. Demigods are launching, so cool. So 2 to 20 billion bull market, could even go crazier than that, but not. I'm not betting the farm on it going more than that. But 2 to 20 billion. So let's say 50 million times 20 is 1 billion, so times 40 is 2 billion. So 40x. So I'm expecting at least a 40x from here, which let's just say it's 10 cents. 10 cents times so $4, anywhere between $4 and then times 10 from there would be $40. So $4 to $40 is my price target for Army of Fortune gem. So anywhere from 40x to 400x from here. So pretty cool numbers. Hope it does it. I'm excited. And not just hope it does it, I think it will at least hit that bottom number of 40x. That I'm kind of, I am biased, but they have a lot of good things coming. Mobile is the way to go. It's the most accessible, other than just platform agnostic. There is Ember Sword that is platform agnostic, but mobile is very, very, very good as far as accessibility, which is key. It's going to have really good playability, really good good graphics, cinematic experience with Blick and Frog, and more characters. I'm not going to show you. If you want to see the trailer, go back and watch it on yesterday's live stream, or on just follow Army of Fortune on Twitter or the Discord. Anyway, they have all the right building blocks to be very, very, very successful. Now the other thing is, Heroes of Mavia right now has a fully diluted market cap of 1.7 billion. So, like, just for this to reach there, that's almost a 20x fully diluted. So, and Heroes of Mavia, well, it's good. It's a Clash of Clans clone, and Clash of Clans is a 10-year-old idea, whereas Army of Fortune is doing new ideas, not just packaging old ideas in the blockchain. So I am very much pro Army of Fortune in this regard. I do diversify a little bit. I don't own any Mavia, by the way. I do diversify a little bit in order to just in case something goes to zero, that I haven't lost my whole portfolio, because these are higher risk. These are early stage venture capitalist opportunities, and some of those do go to zero. I tried to do my research though, and so yeah, 40 to 400x is my price prediction for Army of Fortune Gem. And if you want my take on AFC, I did a pretty good one yesterday on the live stream. So that's all I have for you today. Hope you enjoy. Freelander out.